No, I wasn't saying your name. I was saying people that I'm talking to on Facebook are simple. They truly are.
Let me guess, that weed legalization post?
Which one? On my legalization.
The one you was asking, no, on your Facebook, you were asking people of Wisconsin. It's like you don't want
no.
shit started.
Everybody's been pretty decent about that one, but this article I posted the other day on my actual legalized page for the town I grew up in, or the county I grew up in, I posted this article about this kid who got arrested. I shared the same article and asked Wisconsinites if this is what they want people in jail for, but the kid's got sentenced. The title of the article is "Kid Jailed for Pot." And then in the article it states that he was arrested for selling 8.3 grams to an undercover or at a controlled buy or some shit like that. And all these dudes started attacking me like, yeah, he's a troublemaker. He was on probation. He broke the law while on probation. He deserves to be in jail, blah, 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 blah. And then they posted his criminal record and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with what I said? And all I did was simply ask, people, what is this what you want people in Manitowoc in jail for? I thought we had more pressing matters. For instance, the heroin pandemic, the fucking, the robbery pandemic, and fucking violent.
Didn't you say that there was like spiked drugs going around?
Yeah. Like, don't we have more important things?
Like
and that's the only thing I have.
Died within like 72 hours. I remember seeing that post.
No, that was in Illinois. That was in Illinois, but people, I asked my friends up here to be safe because we get, the people who do heroin should get their heroin from Illinois. So if it's going around down there, obviously it's going to come up here. But they fucking, like, are you guys not getting the point here? Like, you guys are idiots, man. And now, like, they're saying this shit about, you don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you try to meet some vets and some cancer patients? Nobody would benefit from cannabis more. So I simply asked, so you're saying that children with Dravet syndrome, which is a debilitating form of epilepsy, aren't more deserving than cancer patients or vets? Or what did I say? So vets who have lived most of their life, or not all, but most cancer patients who don't get cancer until they're like fucking 80, deserve it more than a child who has yet to begin their life. No, I'm sorry, that's just idiotic to even say. Like, obviously the child should come first. Like, and they're arguing with me about it. I don't get it. Like, are you fucking people stupid? You're not even reading what I'm saying. Or either that or you're reading it but not comprehending.
Well, I don't feel that the kid necessarily deserves it more, but I do believe that,
They just
I believe a child's life comes before an adult's life. Any day of the week, man. If I had a choice to shoot a child or an adult, one of them had to die. The adult would die every time.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Okay, but that's a totally different scenario.
Adults have had their chance to live their life.
I mean, the way the majority of people are looking at it, which would you rather have? To feel responsible for becoming a drug addict, an 80-year-old man who's not gonna do much, or a 16-year-old kid who could potentially...
No, I'm not talking a 16-year-old kid. I'm talking 7, 8-year-old kids, dude, who can't walk, talk, or even eat food. They have to eat through a feeding tube because they're having 200 to 395 seizures a day, dude. Like, that's what I'm talking about. And they take cannabis oil.
Relieve seizure fucking shit for that. That's different.
That's what I'm saying, though. And that's what Dravet syndrome is. It's a debilitating epileptic disorder that occurs in children, dude, to the point where they can't live. There's no living. You're trapped within your own body. You know what I mean?
I say at that point, if you're fucking...
But
anything.
Clinical studies and many parents have proven that an oral injection of you just put a little bit of cannabis oil in their mouth 3 times a day has reduced seizures from 395 seizures a day to 5 a week. And the children, like one child that was having so many seizures, he had never spoken. He was 8 years old. He took cannabis for 6 months and spoke his first words. even though all the other medications and this shit didn't do anything for him except for make him like a zombie. Like, my buddy Trevor, quadriplegic, has muscle spasms and seizures all the fucking time to the point where it looks like he's been struck by lightning, dude. And he was taking, I think he said 175 different pharmaceuticals. He's now down to 4, and he, like, as soon as he starts having a seizure, all he does is he's hybrid his own strain of cannabis that works specifically for his illness. And all he does is take a few hits, dude, and it goes away. And I've tried his cannabis, and it does nothing for me. Like, it didn't do anything for me. Like, it didn't get me high, it didn't take my pain away, nothing. But yet for him, when he does it, smokes this particular strand, as soon as he takes a hit, his seizure stops. So, like, I'm sorry, but somebody, you know, and I clearly state children with Dravet syndrome, meaning children, not adolescents, not teenagers, but children, are far more deserving than, you know, a vet or an adult cancer patient. Yeah, in my book, they are. Like, and I'm sure
I would say
almost any doctor.
I still have a problem with the whole.
Which he does say there, but I mean, at this point already, you've been nitpicking everything I've said to fit your own argument, and you're not even logically thinking about what I'm saying. These guys are just on here being trolls. One of them already admitted to being a cop in Manitowoc. I'm like, that's great. I care why. I enforce the laws, and
that doesn't make you right. Anytime you're imposing your will on other people or limiting the possibilities of helping people, you're not doing anything good in the world. Why are you there? I mean,
exactly. And he's all fucking, I don't know, you can tell he's angry because people want cannabis to be legalized, and he wants reasons to beat people up.
Well, weren't you the one saying the DEA is no longer going to actively pursue marijuana?
Cannabis, yeah, but that doesn't mean local municipalities can. Dude,
well,
even if it's just like alcohol,
it's
like,
still a step in the right direction. You know, the federal level is what the local governments kind of like try to use as a standard sometimes. So, you know, if you can change the federal level, you can. It can trickle down. That's what I was hoping with when they, you know, legalized completely in DC.
Well, see, and that's another topic up for debate right now on my same web page or Facebook page. Is that's what everybody keeps saying. The kid deserves to be in jail for cannabis because it's illegal. And I had to tell everybody, you know, a slave or a sheep asks or says he should be in jail because it's legal, and a free person would ask, well, is it even right to jail somebody over a plant? Like, it's a plant. It's not killing anybody. It's never killed anybody. Like, why are we jailing? No, nobody deserves to be put in jail for something that contains 24 years for cancer, regardless of what they were selling it for.
Well, nobody deserves to go to jail for a non-violent, non-harmful to anyone else crime. If all you're doing
even if they're on probation. Even if they're on probation, no.
If you're hurting anyone, you're only hurting yourself. And
yeah, which they allow you to smoke, which is 10 times more
hurting anyone.
Alcohol and cigarettes are far more detrimental to your health than fucking...
And other people around you, like...
cannabis.
How many people have gotten fucked up because everybody was drunk, or... You know, whatever, like... There's all kinds of bad stories with alcohol.
Exactly. I mean, we know that stuff.
The story you hear about with weed is cops fucking with stoned people. Like...
But the worst thing about weed, the thing that makes it dangerous, the thing that makes people a criminal, is the fact that it's illegal. That's the worst thing about cannabis. The worst thing about cannabis is that it's illegal. Your whole life gets ruined for a plant that could heal you, that you use to treat anxiety, appetite disorders, sleep disorders, pretty much anything. Like, the list of ailments cannabis can treat or cure is, I don't think it ends. Like, I'm pretty sure every ailment a human can get, cannabis can help treat or cure.
But, you know, that is what fueled a portion of it becoming illegal to start with.
Well, yeah, we know that, but I'm not these bigots who just go along with what, it's been the law for the last 60 years. So it's illegal. Don't break the law or do the crime, blah, blah, or don't do the crime. You'll do the time. It doesn't matter if it's illegal, dude. When science said cannabis kills cancer, it should have been made illegal on the spot. Just because we have a bunch of uptight old pricks in Congress making laws that aren't related to the United States people and only related to super PACs and
corporations,
campaign donators, that's when I gotta stand up and go, hey, guess what? This is the United States. If you're gonna fucking not worry about what we want as a nation, as people of the United States, we the people, then I'm not gonna obey your laws. I'm being a patriot by doing so. Like that's how we got our freedom, is by standing up to oppressive laws.
Well, the bad part is, I don't really think it's gonna ever end. Fighting at small pieces at a time. I'm starting to agree with some of these scientists and stuff. It's like, all we can really do is fucking shut it all down and hope that we do better next time. Otherwise, it's all just gonna spiral into more stupidity and chaos. And that's pretty much where we're at now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'd love to move to a community where everybody pitches in a little bit, everybody throws in some shit, runs their own garden, donates, produces shit, mines, whatever. I'd love to live in a community that's not revolved around money, but around, actually using people for what they're good for and stuff. We've lost what it is to be human. We've truly lost what it is to be human. But yeah, there's this guy, or this show called America on Earth. It's pretty good, man. But it really pisses me off. Hold it right there. Because I don't really feel like they try. They just kind of like visit somebody who's been working on it for years, and then they like go out, take some video, be like, oh yeah, we looked for it. Alright. I don't really like that. But they did this thing on fucking pirates and the Masons and all that. That's pretty wild. Dude actually tried a little bit. He traveled to several fucking countries and did research and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Well, hello. You're a quiet one.
Just manners. You'll have to excuse him. He's a bit worn out, saving the village and everything, you know?
Yes, I heard something about that.
Ah, yes. Well, good.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. They'll just keep coming back. And there's nothing we can do about it.